girlfriend accidentally pocket called me and I can hear she was. Part 1. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. Hard for me to share this, but thank Christ this is anonymous. I've been with this girl for 5 years, through most of college. We're both 25 years old. We lost our virginity to each other, we've talked about marriage. Even having kids someday. I've had my chances, but never cheated on her. Seriously. A couple of close calls, but I never pulled the trigger and I'm very proud of it. Last weekend, a friend of mine rented a lake house for his bachelor party, so I was gonna be out of town doing the guy thing. The lake is about 40 minutes outside of the city, so I wouldn't be far. While me and the guys were partying at the lake house, my phone went off. It was my girlfriend's number, and I answered it only to hear giggling, flirty talk and kissing noises. Listening closely, I knew it was her voice talking to some guy. She had pocket called me by mistake and didn't realize the phone was on. I was shaking but listened until the phone cut off for whatever reason. It was the worst feeling, like my legs went all rubbery, and I told my friend at the party what just happened. Pretty soon, all the guys rallied around me telling me to call the bitch and confront her. One of them said if I called her, she'd just deny it and make up a lie. I also agreed and felt I should do it in person. Since I was drunk, my buddy drove me to her apartment and her car was there, lights were on, so I knew she had some guy over at her place. I admit that I became a creeper and looked in through one of the windows. I hope none of you ever go through what I felt in that moment, because it is worse than dying. I could clearly see that she was giving this douchebag a blowjob. I won't go into it, but I was too shocked and sick to do anything at the time, so I got back into the car and we drove back to the lake house. The rest of the weekend, I was just physically ill and ruined the vibe at the party. I haven't said anything to her yet because after the shock came the anger. It's wrong, but the next time I saw her, I secretly went through her phone and found text messages. The guy's name is Theo and apparently all they're about is the sex. There weren't any phone calls from this guy, it seems like they just talk through texts, which is weird. Every single text message was sexual in nature, stuff she never said or even did with me. Long story short, I'm angry. My life is fucking ruined and she has the nerve to ask me what's wrong with me lately. It's been hard not to just come out and expose her, but I wanted to clearly think it through before throwing away the past 5 years of my life with this person. Except I can't think clearly. I'm mad and all I can think about is getting revenge and hurting her in the same way. This is lame, but Reddit, what the hell should I do? A part of me wants to be above getting revenge. But at the same time, I want to hurt her the same way she hurt me. I really don't think I can spend my life with someone who lied and betrayed, especially not after seeing her with another guy. At this point, nothing matters or makes sense, and I've been humiliated in front of everyone and she doesn't even know it yet. I can't be with her anymore, but I want her to pay some kind of price. I don't care how much more embarrassing it gets for me, I want some kind of revenge and I know I am in the right. Reddit, fuck it, whoever has the best, most fitting revenge plan, I'm going to fucking do it. This is for real. Help me. Edit, most of the comments are from people advising me to not get revenge and just let it go. I don't think you people understand that I'm pretty much committed to getting justice, not so much revenge. I've always been the type of person that hates seeing people get walked on and taken advantage of. I think if people would just stand up for themselves and shame the bad guys, they'd think twice before screwing with someone. I need this. Update 1. Whatever my plan is, it's going to happen either tonight or, more likely, tomorrow, since it's a Friday. Update 2. Someone commented that my GF or the asshole she cheated on me with might read this Reddit. I considered that, actually. I didn't expect this Reddit to blow up, but I don't think she uses the internet for anything other than email and face/space fuckerage. Then again, I didn't even know she was cheating, so I'm ready for anything at this point in my life. If she calls me out on posting this, you bet your ass there will be a mass email forward to everyone she and I know with this link and thousands of people backing me up. Update 3. Fuck it, this shit is going to go down on Valentine's Day. I can't believe I didn't even think of that shit originally. Thanks to the posters, and yes, also to the Just Walk Away crowd. Honestly, I'm still thinking it all over. I understand that the top vote is there for a reason. I'm seriously trying to be rational about this and want to avoid making a pathetic mistake. Update 4. Valentine's Day is when I'm going to end it with her and go through with my plan, still finalizing it, and I really appreciate all the good ideas and positive feedback from everyone. I already got some minor revenge, however it's immature, but I did it and felt good. Normally I would never share this with anyone, but I really don't care anymore. Someone suggested jerking off into her mouthwash so she would end up gargling my cum for weeks, but she doesn't keep any mouthwash here. She does, however, have an expensive face cream/lotion that she leaves at my place, and I know she's going to want that back when I dump the slut. It felt a little wrong because I was on the verge of tears while doing it, but I worked up a ridiculously big load for about an hour and mixed it in with the lotion. That bitch is going to be rubbing my cum into her face and walking around with my facial every day for the next few months. Goddamn, that's a good feeling, and thanks to the person who helped me think of doing it. Too cruel? I'm committed to this now. I don't even know if anyone's reading this anymore. Last update, I decided that Valentine's Day was the perfect day to go through with it, but since I'd caught her cheating last week, I hadn't thought to get reservations anywhere. Thanks to a fellow Redditor, I managed to get a spot for us at a really nice restaurant by the lake. I live in Austin. I told my girlfriend that I'd come over to her apartment before we went out and make some drinks while she got ready. I had already packed all of her stuff from my own apartment, including the expensive face cream she keeps, and yeah, I jerked off into it so she'll be wearing my facial every day for months. It was an idea inspired by one of the comments here. I put all of her crap in a travel bag and drove over to her apartment. I left the bag in the car and went in. She busted out some glasses and bottles of liquor for me to make drinks and then got in the shower. While she was in there, I grabbed the bag from my car and put it in her closet. I also hid a 3-pack of condoms in the bag but only left 2 rubbers in it. She'll probably find them, think I left them accidentally, and always wonder if I cheated on her. We lost our virginity to each other and never used condoms. She was still in the shower during this time and I grabbed her cell phone and deleted myself from it. I also looked up Theo in her contacts and changed his phone number to mine, for later. After that, I made her a vodka Sprite and spit in it a few times. I had a big shot of vodka and waited for her, and when she was dressed we had our drinks. I hate to admit it, but she looked really good, so I talked her into giving me some oral as a warm-up for tonight. A lot of the comments told me I should tap it one last time, and I agreed. I made her gag accidentally a few times right in the same spot I'd seen her blowing the other guy. When I was done, I told her that my car was acting funny, so we should take hers instead. I drove us to the restaurant. This was the part of the date that was supposed to be perfect. We had dinner and wine, and I went out of my way to make everything seem normal, giving her the perfect Valentine's dinner. We talked about vacations we'd taken together and how we'd like to go back. I brought up old memories and made her laugh. I asked her where she wanted to be in 5 years, and she said hopefully married by then. It was hard at times, but I was already committed to finishing it. We were done eating, so I excused myself to the bathroom to wash my hands. From there, I made a call to my best friend and told him to pick me up in half an hour. That's all the time I was ever going to give the heartless bitch again. I came out of the bathroom and paid the bill, give me some credit for being a gentleman still, and suggested we take a walk along the lake. Thanks again to the Redditor, because this turned out to be perfect. There was a little dock nearby and we stood on it, and my hands were shaking, but I finally called her out. There are more to come. Find out the update of this story, check our channel or the description. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.